Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee of South Florida, celebrating the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago's 58th year of independence. Our celebration is a virtual fundraising event for the next 5 days on social media. We'll be on Facebook and YouTube Live, and please go to TTIBC.org. That is our website. For the next 5 evenings, we want you to stay tuned. We have a lot of excitement and entertainment for you from Trinidad and Tobago diaspora here and all over the world. We have people tuning in from England, Canada, all the different states. Please entertain you. We want to entertain you all. We want you all to stay tuned and enjoy everything that we have to offer. This is Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee of South Florida. Because Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee of South Florida is a 501c3, all members and their services are volunteered, and 100% of funds raised go to the scholarships for graduating high school seniors and to the charity, the National Center for the Physically Disabled of San Fernando in Trinidad. We have a GoFundMe account in the name of the organization, and that GoFundMe account name is TTIBC Scholarship and Charity Fund. It could also be found on our website. Our website again is ttibc.org. We also have a raffle going for a smart TV. This raffle wouldn't be drawn until closer to the end of the year, closer to Christmas time, when everybody could give a gift to a student. We all know how students want their own TV, and it's wonderful. Okay? For tonight, we have a kickoff. The kickoff is food, an elemental part of a good function, and that food is being featured by Chef Veronica Guerra. Then tomorrow night, we have a movie night. We are having 7 short movies, all made and produced by Trinidad and Tobago nationals. On Saturday, that's the big thing. Saturday is a live and dine. It's a dine and dance, sorry. More food to complement our evening's entertainment. It's also our Soup Saturday fundraiser. Like the last one, it's cow foot soup and corn soup. I know how much you all are looking forward to that. So folks here in South Florida, please go to ttibc.org and put in your order. The soup is on sale Saturday, August 29th from 12 noon to 4 p.m. So it'll be given you in time for you to take home and set yourself up for the entertainment that we have coming to you on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and our website. We have on Saturday, it will be the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service Band. All those who attended the ball last year know how much fun and entertainment and how well they are put together. We have Soca Mana College boy Jesse. We have Carla Hill, who will be emceeing. And we also have DJ TJ Rex, okay? And more. So we have a nice full evening for you on Saturday. Then on Sunday, like all good Christians, we have to give praise to the Lord, praise and thanks to the Lord. Sunday service will be coming from the Holy Family Church of Florida in Miami Gardens. And the celebrant for that service is Father Harris Ward. But that starts at 9:45. we'll have one of our members giving you announcements at that time, and then at 10 o'clock is when we would go over to the service at 10 a.m. with Father Harris Ward. Father Harris Ward, sorry. On Monday, Independence Day itself, is our cultural town hall with live guests and a hearty discussion of the culture in the diaspora. Okay, so folks, we have a full 5 days of entertainment and information coming to you from TTIBC, Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee of South Florida. Okay, so to kick off the evening, we are going to start with our food person, who is Chef Veronica Guerra, and she is a graduate of Johnson & Wales University right here in Florida. She has established her catering company, Purple Hippo Productions, in her second year of college. She's versatile and innovative, and she's a first-generation American Trinidad and Tobago descendant here in South Florida, and she's excellent. Okay, so in closing here now, I have to turn, okay, we still have some more time. I know we are excited. We're excited about getting this going. Okay, just go. I want to get to it. This is the first time I'm doing this, and it's eye-opening and entertaining, and I hope everybody will stick with me to continue and carry on. Okay? We're gonna have some music flowing for you guys and some food. Come on, Mom. Okay, here comes Chef Veronica Guerra.
Hello, hello. Hi everybody. How y'all doing?
Hello, Chef Veronica Guerra. It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to have you guys here too.
Okay. Now,
move your chairs in closer.
I don't know if y'all can see the familial resemblance.
yes, I have to say, Chef Veronica Guerra is my daughter, and to give you some history, some background on her, her love of cooking. She was 7 years old when she made her first cake. And she said, "Mommy, I want to make a cake." I said, "Why do you want to make a cake?" She said, "Well, you don't bake. And I like cake and I want to make a cake." So she made a cake, a happy birthday cake. Was it for yourself or your brother?
I think it might have been for myself, because he don't like cake as much as I like cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she made a cake. And from there on, when she was, how old were you when you had your first cake decorating class?
I think I was 13.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
she was the only
13.
child in an adult decorating, cake decorating class.
Yeah.
At your college in Queens, New York.
Yeah, they thought that was amazing. They're like, "Wow, you're so young and you know what you want to do already?" I was just like, yes. So I was just like, yes. And then after that class, I fell in love with it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this for a living. It was just like, all right. And
yes.
I've been on that track ever since. So I like to say I was 6 because I used to bake with my grandfather. Whenever me and my brother would be at our grandparents' house over the weekend, and he was always in the kitchen cooking things. Well, he of course is Trinidadian, So it's always a stew, a curry, a something in the pot going on. And then he'd like, okay, you want to make this little cornbread, or you want to make this little whatever box cake he had
Dinner
there for me,
rolls.
dinner rolls, something.
Yes.
Cornbread was his thing for me, and I was just like, yes, I got this. And so since then, I wanted to do that. I love doing that. I love that the fact that food brings people together. And in my culture, in the Trinidadian culture, events are always around food. So it's one of the things that I love to do. That is why we are here tonight, this foodie night, is to bring us together. It is a great event to kick off this annual celebration for everybody, to kick off the event.
Okay, so tonight your featured dishes are a spin on the curry chicken.
Yeah, spin on the curry. Yeah, it's a spin on the curry chicken. It is currants rolls done my way. I've seen them done millions of different ways, but I think I have fine-tuned a recipe that everybody loves. It has gone international. I think all the way to Germany is the furthest my currants rolls have traveled. And people just love them, love the recipe. And I do give, when it is traveling, I pack it nicely and I make sure that it is able to be rewarmed in the same manner that I would want it served. All right.
Okay. So here we'll now go to the video to show her process. Thank you.
Today we're going to make some curry chicken salad wraps. It is a healthier version to, I guess, our roti friend. We get all the same goodness inside of it with a healthier wrap on the outside. So today I am going to pressure cook my curry chicken so that it comes out nice and easy to shred. And then we're going to make a little homemade mayo. Alright, it's not going to be an aioli because aiolis require ground garlic. This is just going to be a mayo with curry spices inside of it. Alright? Okay, so right now we are going to pressure cook our chicken. It is the fastest and easiest way of getting our chicken soft enough to shred in a timely manner. I love pressure cookers. Like at first I used to do it in the oven or on the stove and it'd take me, so I'm going to press saute to heat up my pot, get some oil, and then get my curry blend of spices here. Once it's ready, I'm going to toss this in to roast it. That's how you bring out your aromatic flavors from your curries and get the full spice flavor profile from your curries is by roasting the curry first and then adding your proteins to it. So I have a Caribbean curry spice blend over here. I get it from my local Caribbean grocery store right across the street from me. Now that my oil is hot enough, I am going to toss this in here just to roast my curry spices a little bit. Alright. You move it around so that it doesn't burn in one spot. And you smell that curry good. Alright. You're breaking out all the aromatic flavors from your curry spice blend. that you have in there. All right. Next, I am going to add my homemade seasoning. It's full of, I did a blueberry ground seasoning. I did, what did I do? Garlic, onion, blueberries, some raspberries to give it some umami flavor from the spice and salt that I add in there. Alright, I don't want to add too much water, so I'm going to add a quarter of a teaspoon of water in there. Alright. Not too much at first. If I need more, I'll add more. Right now, my pressure cooker is on high. Add my chicken, and I can close my top. Alright, so this chicken has been pre-seasoned. Yes, the bone is still in there. I like it there because it doesn't dry out the meat when it's pressure cooking. I am going skin side down, and all this lovely juice that I had it marinating in is going in there as well. Alright, that is it. Make sure my curry is at the bottom. Alright, okay, so now we put on the lid. Crock pots or slow cookers, they tend to spring more water from whatever you put in. Now I am going to make the egg wash for the cards rolls. My dough is in the fridge cooling, getting at the right temperature for me to roll it out perfectly where it's not too mushy and it's not too hard. So we crack 1 egg, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of water to this, okay? I don't use measuring spoons, but I know it is a teaspoon, okay? This little whisk, it's the best little thing that I have right now. My favorite little utensil. There, real quick, in 2 tubes, I have my egg wash. Alright, so we set that to the side. Alright, my dough docker to help with the aeration of my dough. I have my flour duster, just a regular pastry brush that you use, or you can even get a workman's brush. Wash it properly. Make sure it's fully dry, and then this is what I'm using to dust off the excess flour on my puff pastry dough. Then over here, I have my marble rolling pin. It gives a nice even pressure and weight to it without you having to put too much shoulder strength into it and not messing up your body as you're going along. I have my seasoned currants over here. I do season them well before I am ready to use them. I have my flour over here that I'm going to be using to dust my counter with. Of course, my egg mixture. And I forgot one thing, very important, my cinnamon sugar mixture. This I make beforehand, and usually it's filled up to the top. That is, I can't even describe to you or the measurements because I always do it by scent. It is not something that I measure out. It's just something that when my nose knows it's right, it's right. So on that side, flour. So flour on the bottom, a little on the top. Put this to the side for now. I always do widthwise first, and then I go lengthwise. Alright. Make sure it's nice and even. And then I rotate 90 degrees and press out. And of course I rotate along the way to get to the perfect size that I want. So with puff pastry dough, each ounce equals about 1 inch of puff pastry that you can roll out. So usually my dough pieces are about 13 ounces each. So they get to be rolled out about 13 inches long and about 5 to 6 inches wide. long as I want it because I will be pulling it as I'm rolling it. And we're gonna do one more time this way. So I'm gonna do one press that way, drag it back. Now I'm going to dust off. Let me put this over here. All this excess flour is not needed inside the dough. Before I sprinkle my currants, I line the edge of the dough with egg wash. Just a little, not too much. That over there. This is about 1.5 cups of currants. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup. Some people do like extra, and I do charge for the extra currants that I do put in their currants rolls. Alright. Don't want you all the way on the edge. All throughout, right? Nice and full, yes? Here comes in my magic. And we begin to tuck. Alright, and we want to make sure there are currants in the end because there's a lot of people who love the ends. I want to make sure they get currants in the ends too. And I see how I'm stretching it as I'm pulling and tucking. Because I don't want it too puffy. I want the log to be even across the board. There's a little excess flour here. Dust that off. Alright. One more dusting. And the final seal. Alright. So it ends up stretching out to a little bit more than 30. These were the currants at the bottom, so you get more of the sugar mixture. Sure they're tucked in and they're not going to fall out in the oven. Seal. The entire batch. Then put it in the fridge, well, freezer. We're going to put them in the freezer for at least 20 minutes. That'll give me a chance to clean off my counter and put everything away. And then we're going to egg wash again right before they get covered and put in the oven. I set my oven, because it's a non-convection, to 425, and I put mine on the top shelf because I don't want the bottoms burning. Okay, so they're gonna sit in the freezer for about 20 minutes while I clear off my counter, just to let the dough re-firm up and the butter won't be so melty, and it'll actually give you a nicer crunch with your puff pastry if you do that. Instead of going straight to the oven, all the butter tends to leak out because it's already warm, and it doesn't give the butter enough time to aerate the dough. Alright, so we'll be back shortly, alright? So this is the fun part. We get to make the mayo. It's going to be a bit noisy, so I'm going to tell you about the ingredients before I put it in. So we're going to have 1 large egg. We're going to have 2 tablespoons of curry powder. And I have some salt, Himalayan pink salt over here, a little coarse ground up here, because I'm going to use 2 big pinches. I always taste it before I add more salt, but I always do 2 pinches first. I have a little apple cider vinegar over here, 2 tablespoons as well. And then I have my oil in here. This is normally filled up with a cup of oil. I'm only going to use 3/4 of a cup of oil, all right? So first things first, let's open this puppy up. We're going to crack our egg. So you don't want to add too much things in here before you start the emulsification process. So we're just going to add our egg and our vinegar. Remember, that's 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can use lemon juice if you want. You can use regular vinegar if you prefer. It just needs to be a bit of an acid in there. All right. So while this is going, I'm going to let it get blended a little bit first, and then I'm going to start pouring my oil in my little catch up here. This little catch I really love is a tablespoon at a time. Okay, so when it's full, it's a tablespoon in here. So right now, the mayo is ready to add our seasoning to it, if you want to look at it. Yes, it's still a little loose right now, but it's still going to go for another 5 minutes. So I'm just going to put in my curry directly, my curry mixture. I have a little garam masala in here as well. So here is the final product. You see how thick it's gotten? We're going to set this aside, put this in the fridge, and we're going to attend to our chicken next, okay? So put my machine aside, and let's go our curds roll. We get to finish that. Alright, so second egg wash now. I cover mine with foil so that it gets a nice even bake. It bakes on the inside first and then the outside. I pull it, and then the outside later after I pull off the foil. Make sure there's enough to cover underneath. In the oven we go. My timer for 30 minutes. That's going to be the first rotation so that it gets a nice initial bake, and then I rotate it for 15 minutes, and then after that I take off the foil and let it bake for another 15 minutes so it gets a nice golden brown color. Alright. Always remember to wash your hand. I've been doing this since long before COVID started, the 20 seconds, counting, happy birthday, singing, whatever you want to do, just make sure and wash your hands. I tend to have dry hands because I'm always washing my hand. I go through paper towel. I don't know how often, but I go through enough. pressurized chicken breast out of the pressure cooker. Now we are going to, you see how soft these bones are? We're going to pull them away so that we don't have any that end up in our curry chicken salad fixings, okay? And a little paring knife, I'm just gonna pull, you see how easy that was? I'm also going to remove the skin from here. See, keeps in all that good juicy moisture. Alright, we're just gonna put this on the plate to the side. Look at this, look at this. Yes, you see how nice that is? And if you want, you can either feed it to the dog or you could eat it in the back behind a cupboard so nobody see you sucking on both. Alright. I don't want to chance any bones in there. See how nice and easy that is? Just 20 minutes in your pressure cooker. Alright, so since I have some leftover lovely juices from our pressurized chicken and curry and the seasoning that I had in here, I decided to add some couscous to the pot. I'm going to add a little bit of water, but I'm of course going to now have some curried couscous to go along with the chicken salad wraps. Alright. Just a little bit of salt, not much. While our chicken is cooling, I am going to wash and separate our bib lettuce. This is going to serve as the vehicle for our curry chicken, okay? Just light water pressure. Nice bite-sized pieces. We're going to put these to the side, let them dry off a little bit, and then we're going to come back to the chicken since it's cool enough now to add the mayo. Because my oven is about to go off. Get my little spatula. Not much. We have our curry chicken. And remember, we have to taste it to make sure that there's enough salt content. You don't want to overfill the cups. You want people to have a nice 2-bite enjoyment. So when I normally make this for my family, I add a little extra pepper sauce because they love it. So today we got to experience something old and something new within our tradition. This is my tradition. This is part of my cultural lineage. I love to share this with everybody. I get to share it now with younger students in America so that they can learn about my culture, and now you guys have experienced a newer, updated version of what we traditionally like at home. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys try this dish. I hope you guys hit me up, send me your pictures on Instagram. Of course, at Purple Hippo Productions. Find me, send me the pictures, I will respond. Instagram is the best and easiest way of finding me and responding to anything that I put up, alright? perfect cards roll. I would love to thank TTIBC for giving me this opportunity, for sharing what I love and appreciate, and I want everybody to take part in. All right, we enjoy Trinidad. Trinidad is my home. That is where my soul resides, and I hope it is for you as well. Enjoy. Thank you again, TTIBC. Happy Independence from Chef Veronica Guerra at Purple Hippo Productions. So you guys seen the dishes. Here they are for you guys to taste in person now that I have actual guests with me. I know while I was preparing it was just me by myself and my camera crew. They got to have a sample, but now my guests here also get to have a sample. These of course are the currants rolls. As you see, my nice flaky crust, thin even layers with my puff pastry dough in the middle, and it's just deliciousness. I wish we had smell-o-vision for you guys so you guys could smell all these wonderful smells happening here. All right, and then of course our new take on curry chicken. This is my curry chicken. Hold that for me, please.
Sure.
This is my curry chicken in a bib lettuce wrap with some curried couscous. Now, all the juices that I pressure cooked my chicken with is what I use to make my curried couscous. So all those flavors are encompassed in my couscous, and it makes for a wonderful, wonderful light meal for everybody to have. And it's a new take on a traditional dish that we always have around, because you know, as Trinidadians, we love to curry anything.
Yes. And my child learned how to curry anything from Granddad. Granddad used to curry rice, he curry goat, he curry chicken, he curry pork.
I even had curry fruits. I had a curry, the orange tree outside, he curried that for me too when I was little. Curry is just, I don't know, it's just wonderful. Everybody needs to have it. Everybody needs to enjoy it. If your taste buds can't handle it, I need you to build up a tolerance for this. But curry everything. I've even had curry strawberries at one point in my life. So as a Trinidadian, yes, I've tasted curry in many, many forms on many, many things.
Yes, and I am happy and proud to see that we are carrying on the traditions and the culture of Trinidad and Tobago in the diaspora with our generation, our new generation of Trinidadians, young Trinidadians. When she was little, she even asked what part of Trinidad she was born, and I had to tell her, you were born in New York, sweetheart. New York, Queens. Okay?
Yeah. So this wraps up our evening. If you guys would like to donate to the
Trinidad and Tobago Independence Ball Committee, please go to our website, TTIBC.org. That is our website. You will be able to access the GoFundMe from there. You'll be able to donate any funds. All funds are welcome because we have to pay it forward. We were lucky and we are blessed in being able to bring this to everyone here. Now we have to pay it forward, and we have to keep the culture, the knowledge, and the traditions going in our community, in the diaspora. Therefore, please go to our website, donate to our GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is TTIBC Scholarship and Charity Fund. Or you go to our website, TTIBC.org.
All right, and you guys could always find me on any social media platform at Purple Hippo Productions. All right? That is all one word on all social media sites, Purple Hippo Productions, and you can always find me on my website at purplehippoproductions.com.
Yes, she got that name while looking at a purple hippo she got as a gift from a friend.
A friend, yes.
A stuffed
Yes.
toy.
All right?
Okay, so tonight it wraps up foodie night. Tomorrow night we're having movie night. Like I said before, there are 7 shorts. They call them shorts. They're short films, all made and produced by Trinidadians in Trinidad and Tobago nationals in the diaspora. Therefore, please join us tomorrow evening at 7
7 p.m.
at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Once again,
8 p.m.
Oh,
or 8 p.m. Sorry, 8 p.m. tomorrow night at ttibc.org. You go to YouTube Live, or you go to Facebook Live and join us.
all right.
Thank
Thank
you very
guys. Good night.
Good night.
I hope you enjoyed it.
much. Okay.
Test run.
Yes.
As crazy as we might seem to be, we still fight to be a family. Indian, African, or a Chinese. Syrian, French, Creole, or Portuguese. We blessed with a spirit fiery. Some people say God is a Trinity. Sweet woman parade abundantly. Now the problem is plain to see. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place on earth I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me. Oh, Westmore into Love Syrup. Oh, from Sando to Mayaro. Oh, from Pina to Grand River. Oh, sweetness in abundance everywhere. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can't be good for me. No, 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 no. Na 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 na. Sweet, sweet TNT. Once a trainee reaching your vet is nice, boy, boy. Hands in the sky, we bring vibes. Once we reaching your vet is nice, boy, boy. They can't deny, we bring the vibes. And I don't need to be bossy. They can't party like rain. One from Goddamn, one from Country. They can't party like rain. Don't matter time of day, we can start with the meeting. Oh gosh, oh child, you like it ready, sweet as oh man, yeah. Hola, mama, together me and the love is so strong, la la la. And don't care, this guy like that, you got it great.